Have you ever wondered why a certain user experience seems easier than other? For example, a classic Windows versus an Apple, or the choice of one airline over other. It's all about experience, isn't it? This is where design thinking comes into play. In today's episode of Future Shapers, we will deep dive into the details of design thinking with our expert on board, Sharathchandra. Welcome to the show, Sharath. Let's begin with what is design thinking?
Design thinking is a process of problem solving by getting into the user's shoes. Right? This starts with empathizing with the user in terms of the problems he has, understanding the environment, and providing an iterative prototyping with the user feedback.
Could you tell us more about the process?
Design thinking is about a non-linear and iterative approach for problem solving. So it begins with empathizing with the user, challenging assumptions, and getting into the user's shoes. This phase, what we call as discovery phase, is about understanding what the user thinks and feels. Right? Once we complete this process, we move into solving the problem by proposing multiple user journeys. In this phase, we usually come up with multiple options that we try out as a prototype and present it to the end user, solicit his feedback, and then collectively improvise them and pick one out of them. So you see your favorite streaming platforms which displays your trailers on the top, and you wonder how your favorite movie has gotten into it. So this is what we do with understanding what the user needs and improvising the algorithm to ensure that you see your favorite movies right there.
How has LTTS adapted to design thinking?
Within LTTS, we have adapted design thinking into our multiple verticals, including industrial products, transportation, telecommunication, and medical. A recent engagement with the world's smartest building is a good use case for our design thinking. So we have included around 14,000 sensors all across the building and had a connectivity with the mobile application and external systems to ensure that the employee gets the best experience. Be it from switching on the lights when you get into a conference room, or pumping in more oxygen when the quality of the air goes down, which is detected by the sensor, or be it from keeping your coffee ready when you enter the building. Right? It's all about experience that we have designed for the users in the world's smartest building.
How do you see design thinking evolve in the future?
We are at a cusp of evolution of design thinking. It's getting more remote with inclusion of metaverse and 3D techniques. We can do a remote design thinking workshops more effectively. From the usability perspective, we are getting more into the audio feedbacks, right, with Alexas of the world, and then we are getting more into a 3D world with metaverse, a virtual reality, and then into the AI/ML techniques as well.
So basically, design thinking is everywhere. Thanks so much for your time, Sharath. It was great learning about design thinking from you. This brings us to the end of the show. Until next time.